Assalamu alaikum Ramadan Kareem. I'm Abdullah's dad, Nasaruddin, and Abdullah Al-Munib is going to share some of the good tips with the kids. So inshallah, this is the second day of Ramadan and Abdullah is super excited. So inshallah, let's listen to Abdullah Al-Munib.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Abdullah Al-Munib and today I'm going to share some tips with you about Ramadan. So let's get started. So first, decorate your house. So Ramadan is like a special month and not decorating your house would be kind of bored. So first you can create a banner. For example, you can create banners, put Ramadan in the banner. You can color Ramadan. You can get some coloring sheets and paint it, color it with coloring pencils. And you can also buy some lanterns, Ramadan lanterns. Those are very nice to see. You can put it somewhere in front of the house, so when you come in, in front of the door, it should be in front of the door, so when you come in, you're going to get a memory of Ramadan. And so so kids are going to love it. You're not too bored, and it's a great way to spend your time instead of doing staring at the phone a long time. And so tip number 2 is set your goals. Ramadan is a very special month, and you have to set your goals. For example, you can read some part of the Quran. So for example, if you already know how to read Quran, you can learn the meaning of the Quran. For example, my dad taught me the 14 verbs Arabic. So fala, falu, falat, falata, falna, falta, faltuma, faltum, falti, faltuma, faltuna, faltu, falna. So those are the verbs, the 14 verbs. You can learn Arabic with your parents, and for young kids who don't know how to read, your parents can help, or Arabic tutors. And if you know surahs, for example, you're a little kid and you're for example, in Surah Fil, you can learn 5 surahs, 1 surah. Don't take stress. Allah said to take it easy. Read the surahs that are easy for you. And if you're an average person and you know some surahs 29 or 28 juz, you can learn 1 surah at a time. For the first day, one quarter of the surah, the second day 1/2, the last day try to memorize the whole surah. And so you should set a goal. And setting a goal, and in the month of Ramadan, the Quran was revealed, and it's a very important month for every Muslim. So and so you can learn the meaning, and you can learn how to read for beginners. And so you can set some goals every day. At the evening, you can learn learn that time. That time is the whole time you learn, and you can set some goals in Ramadan. So then read about Ramadan together. So this is very important. So in Ramadan you need to learn some things, and you should learn some stories about Ramadan. You can learn what the Prophet ﷺ did in the month of Ramadan, what the Sahabas do in Ramadan, how the Prophet Muhammad used to pray in Ramadan, and what happened when the Quran was revealed in Ramadan. And learn about Laylatul Qadr, how to fast. Young children don't have to fast, but older kids can learn how to fast. Those are important things to learn. You can learn some hadiths. You can learn some hadiths from your parents. Some hadiths from your parents. So just try to learn some things in Ramadan that can keep your mind going, so you can spontaneously learn some things, and you're in the track, you're in the right track. You know things in Ramadan, and you're good in Ramadan. You don't have to do anything bad in Ramadan. So, and you can learn, as I said before, you can learn the meaning, you can learn about Ramadan, like what is in Ramadan, the things in Ramadan. So yeah, so the fourth tip is like have iftar and prayers together. So having iftar and prayers together is very important. Like, I don't know you, but if you're like in your country, so in my country, you like have to like, you know, you have to like the parents cook their foods. They cook the foods in the house and then but in America, you like they set the foods for everybody. Everybody goes to the masjid and then they eat. And yeah, so you should you should try to have iftar together. So like last time, my dad gave a lecture, and it was like about like praying Taraweeh. So some kids like some kids like don't pray Taraweeh, they just keep playing. But the thing is that Allah is happy with you, but you need to make Allah happy. So like, for example, if you're playing in the masjid and you don't even pray salah, then it's just like you're not making Allah happy. So you need to make Allah happy, because it's in very important month. And you can, like, for example, you can pray 2 rakats Taraweeh, 4 rakats Taraweeh if you're old, and if you like have the energy to do 8 rakats, then you can do it. So you can, and also have iftar. So as I see, like, many kids like go into the masjid and they like start like playing. They're like, they don't feel like they're hungry, but they actually are hungry. They have to like eat something so they get the energy. They don't really have the energy. They don't know that, but they don't have any energy. So you have to have iftar together with your parents. So you have to keep in touch with them if they have iftar or not. So you have to keep in touch with them, eat iftar together, talk with them, enjoy iftar with them instead of like playing with your friends. It's like you just need to have some energy, and if you have the energy, you can pray the Taraweeh, and that's good. And yeah, and the last tip is to give charity. So giving charity is very good. You can also have a good deed box. Like, for example, what the good deed you do, and you can give charity to people. So if you like that charity, sadaqah jariyah, it's a very important sadaqah, that if you give people charity, and you, like, for example, in your good deed box, you can put like so the good things you did, and the good things you can like take some paper and like write the good things you did today, and then you put it in the box, and then every day, and then when Ramadan finished, you can like open the box, and then you can see what the good things is. Like when you're a little kid, and then in the future when you're like big, you and like an adult, you're gonna like, you for example, you have some things that are old, like that are like you have in your childhood. It just have a good feeling when you open it. It's just the memories you have. It's like a good thing to see. Like, it's like been very long, and seeing it is like kind of a good feeling to you. And so it's the same thing like Ramadan. You don't open the box, but then and the last day of Ramadan, you open the box and you see all the good things you do. It's like the same thing as like when you're a child. You were like a child and you're an adult. You take some things and then you take it out. So yeah, those are the 5 tips I shared with you today, and now I'm going to recite from the Holy Quran.
Okay, I think I will make another video for you reciting the Holy Quran, inshallah. So let's finish this video first. So my son actually gave 5 tips for the kids, and let me recap the 5 tips for the kids, and especially the parents. You can also these 5 tips, like he said, like decorate your home to celebrate Ramadan. So try to make the home in a like festive mode. So if you decorate the home with flowers and, as he said, like lanterns and other stuff, so it will give you a reminder, a sense of like Ramadan is coming, and or the Ramadan is on, and you have to be like behaving as the Ramadan demands from us. And number second, he gives the tip like set your goals. So kids, so you parents also need to set goals for your kids. Like if your kids do not know how to read the Quran, you have to arrange like teachers or tutors so that they can receive the instruction about how to read the Quran, and also try to have them memorize some juz, some surahs during the month of Ramadan. And also, since the Quran was revealed during the month of Ramadan, you can also help them know the meaning of the Quran. Try to every day you can teach them like one surah and its meaning, or like what Allah says in this particular surah. So you can invest time during the Ramadan to raise your son up. And number three, he also talked about read about Ramadan together. So as parents, you can sit together with your family members and you can read out the significance of the Ramadan. Why Ramadan is so important? Because the Quran was revealed during the month of Ramadan, and so that they can see, they can understand the importance of this month, and they can also mentally get prepared for the Ramadan. So you can tell them the story of the Prophet and the Sahaba, and what the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam did during the month of Ramadan, and what the Sahaba also did during the month of Ramadan, and what are the actions and activities we are required to do during the month of Ramadan, and how we should also nourish and raise our children, bring our children up so they can be very, very good Muslim inshallah in future. And number four, he also talks about like have iftar and prayers together. In America, we all people go to the masjid and have iftar together and dinner together. We have our Salatul Maghrib and then Isha and then Tarawih all together. So kids are super excited here, and they are really so much enthusiastic, and they go to the masjid and they play and they join the iftar and they also join the prayer. And this is a very, very festive month for them in the masjid. So what you can do if you are outside the United States of America, like in Bangladesh, you can also bring your kids to the masjid, and if there is no arrangement for the kids, try to create that kind of environment in Bangladesh, and try to also let them accompany you in the masjid for prayers together. And give charity. And number 5 tips he has given, give charity and good deed box. And you parents can make a good deed box here in the home. For example, you can ask them, okay, what good deeds you did today? Write it and put it in the box. So at the end of month, maybe you can count which kids did what, and you can give them like gifts, like presents for that. So the kids will be so excited, and they will be really happy to do good deeds. So there might be competition to do good deeds during the month of Ramadan. And you can ask them also to keep like charity, one taka, 2 taka, or $1, $2 or something, whatever. And also you just have them spend some money also in the cause of Allah. So that is how they will be accustomed to spending money in the way of Allah. And these 5 tips are really, I think, very important. Decorate your home, set your goals, read about Ramadan together, have iftar and prayer together, and give charity, and make good deed box at home. And all these 5 deeds, I think, tips will help your kids to be brought up far better, inshallah. And it has become a very big video. Inshallah, I think you will have patience. You had patience and you listen to us. Thank you for listening to us. Inshallah, in future we will have more video, and Abdullah will come back with more video, inshallah. Ma'as-salama. I wish you a very, very good meaningful Ramadan. Ma'as-salama.